Right, we're here with Bert Keenan, product manager.
Let's call it just product manager.
I've got a wet bum. There's a storm coming, so we're going to be quick. We're going to give you all the info on the new Falcon in. Let's do it in 3 minutes. I'm going to time you.
That's 30 minutes.
That's 30 minutes. That's 2 minutes 58 seconds to tell me all about the new race bike, because it is a race bike, isn't it? A thoroughbred race bike.
It's a 100% pure competition performance road bike, indeed.
Come on, run us through a few of the features of the new bike. How does this fit into your portfolio of bikes? Because we've had the Griffin out recently, you've got a bunch of Canzos going on there, Helium, Noah. Is this going to sort of knock the Helium and Noah out the way?
No, not exactly. We have developed this bike based on the aero to weight principle.
Yeah.
In the past we had stiffness to weight with the Helium. This one is more from a concept aero to weight. So we're looking for the perfect balance between weight and aerodynamics on the other side. Because we all know in the meanwhile that having an aero advantage on the bike helps you more than shaving off another 20 grams on the existing Helium, for example.
Okay, geometry-wise, very similar to the Noah, or similar to the Helium, or similar to both?
Similar to both. We made some small tweaks to the geometry. Mainly, we reduced the head tube a little bit.
Yeah.
So we have a more aggressive position on the bike, and we have lowered the bottom bracket a little bit because this bike is developed around 28mm tires.
Right.
And the other bikes are developed around 25mm tires.
How times have changed.
Exactly. Even this bike can take up to 34mm tires. So really it would be like the perfect Flanders or Roubaix setup if you put it on 34mm tires.
We're recording this in May. I'm expecting we'll see this being used between May and, well, it's now September when the video's coming out.
Yes, correct. So the Lotto team, you will start seeing the bike appearing in some pro races, maybe already in the Tour de France indeed.
Weight of the frame, weight of the fork.
We have a frame in a medium size, it's 825 grams. Medium size at Ridley is already, it's like a 56.
Yeah. Which is very different to a lot of other brands out there, isn't it?
Exactly.
Sort of a size up.
Exactly. In the fork we are at 380 grams, so it's a nice lightweight combo that we have here.
Fully integrated, of course.
Of course, fully integrated cockpit. Like I said, really searching for the balance between the aero performance and the weight. So we managed to get almost the same aero performance as the Noah Fast, much faster than the current Helium. And you have a package that's lighter than the current Noah Fast. So that was the goal of the development, making this combination between the Helium and the Noah Fast, keeping like the Helium riding experience also, because the Helium is still a bike, it rides exceptionally well, to keep that riding feeling, but give it a little bit an aero jacket.
The alarm has called time, but let's carry on. Price points. Let's talk price points. What does this bike come in at?
This bike, the bike that you've been testing, so with Ultegra Di2 or Force Access in combination with the DT 1400 series wheels, the Corsa Pro, the Vittoria Corsa Pro tires, will be retailing at 9,400 euros.
Okay, size range?
We have 6 sizes, going from extra small up to extra large.
And of course, you've got your customization option, haven't you? So,
of course.
You can play about with prices.
You can play. The bike, let's say the entry level price point, let's call it like that, will be with the 105 D8 Shimano 105 DA2 or SRAM Rival.
Yeah.
And you can go up to Dura-Ace DA2, SRAM Red Access, and change the design of the bike.
Yeah.
I mean, we have 5-6 different designs, a lot of colorways, so you can make crazy designs, and you can make your own personal bike, which is still a big advantage that we can offer as a brand.
Right, thanks for your time.
Thank you, Dave.
Right, it goes under a different name, but that's definitely Tutti Frutti. Just sometimes it's worth putting up with the working from home, working on your own, daily tasks that come with working in the bike industry. But only sometimes. Right, I apologise. Italy is a noisy place. Every cafe seems to be on the roadside and everybody shouts, so this might be a bit of a noisy review. I've had a couple of rides on this now, not loads like normal, it is a first ride review, so please keep that in mind. But as a first impression, got to say, I am liking it. It's been a while since I've rode a pure race bike, because this is exactly what that is. Over the past couple of years, brands have understandably concentrated on what's selling in the market, and that's gravel bikes, all-road endurance bikes. So yeah, to throw a leg over what is a thoroughbred race bike has actually been a bit of a very pleasant treat. Now, I am filming this end of May, and I know I've got a couple of other launches coming up between being here and the bike being launched, so you never know, I might be testing other race bikes out between now and then. But as it is, this is, yes, one of the first race bikes I've rode in a good little while, and I've got to say I was a little bit worried at first, especially getting in that low position, but it is comfortable. I've not had any problems, even with my dad bod gut hanging down the front. It's actually surprisingly comfortable on the longer rides up front, and in fact the whole bike is very comfortable for a race bike. It's something that is nice to see, because a while back tested some other race bikes out just at home, and with a lot of race bikes out there, they make things super stiff, super, I don't want to say harsh, that's the wrong word, but super stiff, where I feel there's a lack of character to them. They're just stiff, that's it. This one definitely has character. It's got, I want to call it a whip to the front end. You might know what I mean. When you climb and you get out the saddle in your front end, it's got that nice flow to it. Where some race bikes don't have that flow to it. It's like a door hinge, chuck, chuck, chuck. You're getting the power out, but yeah, there's no character there, if you know what I mean. I hope you do. And I welcome that. I welcome that whip. It makes for a nice flowy front end, a nice flowy bike when you're out the saddle climbing. And being a bike that well is designed to be sort of an all-rounder, weight is something that you want to be considering with. The frame's what, around 8.5? I flash the numbers up here, fork's about 300. So it's within the ballpark of lightweight bikes. It's nothing screamingly light, but it's definitely not heavy either, and it doesn't feel heavy out on the road. You can't see it here, but there's like 3 kids on balance bikes bashing about. As for its aero properties, well, they claim it's not far off the Noah's rapidness. And I've got to say, it does feel pretty rapid when you put the power down, even the minimal amount of power that I've got. But there is one problem I've noticed with those aero tubings. There's a little bit of whistling going on when you get up to a decent speed. Maybe that's something with this pre-production model, because this is May when I'm testing the bike. This video's coming out in September. The bikes are going to be available end of September, October. So yeah, pre-production model, there's still a few refinements to be made. Refinements including a few creaks here and there. A few of the other journalists are having problems with the spacers underneath the stem creaking. But as I say, that might all get sorted. Hopefully we'll all get sorted before the mid-September launch. Styling, well, it's on trend, innit? Looks like a lot of other bikes out there at the moment. But I've got to say, I think it's a handsome looking beast. Now, on to price. Well, this build comes in at over £9,000. You've got the force axis on there. You've got some very nice DT wheels. Lovely Vittoria tyres, which first time I've been using them, and they are, ooh, that integrated bar and stem, which every Ridley I've rode that's had the integrated Cirrus setup on have all been comfortable, from the Canzo Adventure right through to the Griffin, and now this thing. They've definitely got the shapes nailed. Over £9,000 for this build is expensive, but that price is competitive compared to what else is out there. Taking me the length of time to review this bike as it has to drink me cappuccino. Don't worry. Oh no, it's 11:30, just a little bit late. Anyway, final roundup. all in all, I have thoroughly enjoyed this bike. And if you are in the market for a pure race bike, definitely check it out. If you're a rider a bit like me, I suppose, who wants to think that they're fast or wants to be reminded of the days when they were fit and fast and still enjoys getting on an aggressive race bike, then yeah, also check it out as well. Right, with one of the Italian kids crying up on the balcony somewhere, I will sign off. Let us know what you think of the bike below. Join the conversation. As always, thanks for watching and enjoy your riding. Even the old people are noisy. You'd think they want a quiet life, wouldn't you?